Hello, and welcome back to Beering in Mind Beer Reviews. Today we're going to begin a series of 3 beers from the Kasteel Brewery, Vanhonsebrouck in Belgium, and they produce a variety of beers. I'll talk about them in a minute. And we're going to look at 3 of their Lambic beers, what they call their premium beers, and in order those will be the St. Louis Premium Framboise, which is raspberry, and then their St. Louis Premium Kriek, which is cherry, and then St. Louis Premium Pêche, which is peach. And these are all kind of mass market sort of lambic beers, not special beers. I don't think they are treated with much of the same care that a lot of other lambics are. And in any case, the brewery is called Kasteel Brewery, Brouwerij, Vanhonsebrouck in Belgium, and it's located about I don't know 70, 80 kilometers west of Brussels, and it was founded in 1865 by a man named Amandus Vanhonsebrouck, and his son Emil succeeded him when he decided this man was mayor of the town, which is called Werken, W-E-R-K-E-N, and when he got too ill to continue, his son succeeded him as both mayor and brewer, and it stayed in the family apparently ever since. So it's been in the family for almost 140 years. And so they're famous for making goose beer and lambics, and we will look at 3 different lambics in this range, in their range of lambics. And they also make a beer which is more highly regarded called Bacchus Old Bruin, which is a Flanders red style beer. They have another series called Kasteel, and 5 beers in that range, and then the Passchendaele line of 3 beers. And they also make a beer which is much more highly regarded called Goose von Tradition, which unfortunately I won't be reviewing here. Their website calls them the most modern brewery in Europe, which may sound nice, but doesn't sound exactly like the advertisement I would like for a maker of lambics or gooses. And in any case, let's get going with the 3 beers we'll look at in order now. Hello, and we're back now, and we're going to look at the second of the St. Louis Premium Lambic beers. And the second one we're going to look at is called St. Louis Premium Kriek. And this is, Kriek means cherry, and this is a lambic beer at 3.2%, and it is rated with 363 ratings on RateBeer.com, an average score of 3.07 out of 5, not very high. 36 percentile for all beers on RateBeer, and 16 percentile for its style, which is a fruited lambic. And as I said before, this is kind of in the popular range of their lambics. It's not a collector's item by any means whatsoever. And it has a very mild character, or these lambics tend to have a very mild character. On Untappd, there are 10,734 ratings, an average score, again, much higher. Untappd seems to be higher always than RateBeer, 3.46 out of 5. So, any case, this has 25% cherries, as you can see there, and yeah. So, let's give this one a go. 3.2% St. Louis Premium Kriek. Okay. Well, it is a very nice, bright bright reddish color with a sort of a pink head, not complete pink head. Let's turn her around here. I think we'll get some interesting colors out of this. Okay, so very, very bright pink. It's kind of like a dark sort of like a rosé or something. I don't know. It definitely has cherries, kind of like the cough drop candy cherries. Definitely, the sweetness is just wafting up in the nose. Okay, it clearly has a cherry is the dominant element, maybe the only element. Very light bit of astringency on the tongue, almost nothing. Real lambics, I mean, well, this is a real lambic, but traditional lambics really are quite an experience, sensory experience in the mouth. They have all kinds of unusual flavors, and they kind of attack different parts of the palate. They give you a retronasal kind of jump mid-palate with some funk. And this does not have a lot of funk. It's sweet, kind of fruit juicy, very candyish sort of thing. So yeah, I don't rate this very highly, but again, on a nice hot day, nice hot summer day, this could be an interesting beer. So you might want to give this a go if you happen to see it. They export a lot of places, and I think you can probably find it. In Japan, these are in Yamaya stores around the country, so give it a go. Okay, well that's it for that, and I just want to tell you a little bit about what I've been doing. I told you about some podcasts I was listening to, and I'm currently reading this book, which is called Overstory by Richard Powers, and it won the Pulitzer Prize for fiction last year and was shortlisted for the Man Booker Prize in England, now that they allow non-UK writers to be nominated for that. So, and I haven't gotten very far. I started before and went about 100 pages and then left it, and now I'm back into it again here. So the whole point, the whole theme running through it, of course, is about trees and the life of trees and interaction of people and trees, and yeah. So, and he opens with a few quotations. One of them is from Emerson, Ralph Waldo Emerson, and it begins this way. The greatest delight which the fields and woods minister is the suggestion of an occult relation between man and the vegetable. I am not alone and unacknowledged. They nod to me, and I to them. The waving of the boughs in the storm is new to me and old. It takes me by surprise, and yet is not unknown. Its effect is like that of a higher thought or a better emotion coming over me, when I deemed I was thinking justly or doing right. So those trees are there. Those trees are there, and they'll be there after we are not. And I think this book is an attempt of various ways of knowing about trees. That's it for today. Okay, take care, and we'll be doing one more premium Lambic from St. Louis in Kasteel Brewery in our next video. Take care. Bye-bye.